Hi, friends. So I just recently got back from Super Bowl travel. It feels good to be home, that is for sure. And after every trip, I kind of like just reflecting on what happened, what I felt like I did well on, things that I could have improved on, just the whole trip in general. And I can't help but to always just feel so thankful for what I do, and especially right now. Because I graduated college back in 2017, and my first job out of college was in Mississippi. I was there for almost 2 years. I was a sports videographer, and it's crazy because I was very thankful for my job down there, but there were a lot of times where I would just feel sad. I always felt like I kind of, I wanted to do big things. I wanted to travel. And I knew Mississippi wasn't my final destination. I loved it there. I loved feeling like I genuinely made a difference in kids' lives, the community's lives, because when you're working on a local level, you develop relationships with people in a different way than I think I have now when I cover stuff on a national level. Because when you're covering high school kids, college kids, like the amount of outlets that cover them are a lot smaller or on a smaller scale than they are when you're covering NFL teams, NBA teams, MLB, NHL, what have you. And I was very thankful for that. But, there would be a lot of times where I would just sit in my apartment and I would just feel so alone. I felt sad. Like, I remember I was legit like a week, 2 weeks away from being like, I need to leave this industry. This is not where I want to be. This isn't really what I want to do. And I legit mean it. I was like 2 weeks away from being like, I'm done. And there were times when I would just sit in bed, a lot of times where I would sit in bed and be like, Lord, I know you have something more for me. I know I'm supposed to be here for a reason. And I feel like I had gotten to that point where I couldn't really accomplish much more. I'd hit that threshold and I was just holding out. And I was like, I had to have faith that it's all going to work out. And it's crazy because I'm never someone who wants to put a timetable on God's plan. Like, Lord, in 2 weeks, something better get figured out or I'm out of here. But legit for like, I remember it was like 3-4 months. I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I'm just going to go home back to Indiana, try and figure something out because I can't take it much longer. And I remember thinking in my head, I was like, if I don't get something by my birthday time, and this was 2019 coming up on 2020 right before COVID, I was like, if I don't find something soon, I'm going to go home. Like by my birthday time, I'm going to go home, figure it out. And it was the craziest thing ever because I would just keep praying and praying and praying like, Lord, I know you have something for me, Lord. I know it's going to get figured out. I know it's going to get figured out. And I just had to have so much faith that it would happen. And crazy enough, I don't tell many people this story, but crazy enough, legit, like late December time, coming up on my birthday, an agent reached out to me and was like, hey, you work for a property that's owned by Gannett, basically. Like there's a job offer up in New York, or a job opportunity up in New York to be a sports host for USA Today Network. And it was the craziest thing ever because I was like, our property is owned by Gannett, which is USA Today. And, he ended up becoming my agent and flew up to New York, did the interview, did the tryout, whatnot. And sure enough, legit, on my birthday or the day before, signed my thing to be able to come to New York. It was the craziest thing ever. So you can't tell me God doesn't exist. I had to have so much faith to believe that I was going to get a better job, better opportunity for myself. And sure enough, God provided. And of course, COVID happened. And at the time it seemed unfortunate, but slowly, surely got accustomed to the city up here during that time. Have been able to meet so many amazing friends, being able to find a community up here. And what I felt like I was kind of lacking being here, not having a community or feeling like I'm really helping people up here, just covering stuff on a national level, I filled with Cycle Bar and becoming a personal trainer. And now I feel like I really am helping people one-on-one. It's amazing seeing people come to my classes. I love having my regulars. It makes my day. And then also on top of it, I get to cover stuff on a national level. I get to travel now. it's just amazing. So I've been with USA Today up here in New York for 4 years now, which is crazy to think about, but I just can't help but think all the time how thankful I am, how blessed I am to be in this situation. And I know, God will continue to provide me with amazing opportunities. And of course, doing what I can do to put myself in those rooms, in the position to have these opportunities. But I just want to let you guys know if if you might be going through a moment right now where you feel like you're in a lull, or things just aren't working out for you, I really encourage you to sit back and think, why am I in this position right now? What lessons can I learn from this position right now? And what can I also do to help put myself in a better position moving forward? And it might not be what you think it is. It might not manifest itself the way that you in your head envision it. But that's the beauty of God. Things sometimes happen when you least expect it, and it can bring about some of the greatest blessings in your life, the coolest people you'll meet, what have you. So yeah, just feeling very thankful. This is now 6 minutes long, but I wanted to share it with you guys, and also just kind of have it on my page to look back on, 3-4 years from now and see the progress I've made. But your girl needs some sleep. She's got some work to do, but peace and blessings as always, and talk to y'all soon.